In today's Gospel, Jesus wants to withdraw to a deserted place away from the crowds when he receives the news of the death of John the Baptist. We can well understand why he would want to have some privacy at this time in order to mourn the death of John and to pray. Getting into a boat and going to the opposite shore would be a logical way for him to free himself from the crowd of people that was following him. But it didn't work out that way. When Jesus went ashore, he found a crowd of people awaiting him. They had arrived before him by walking around to the other side of the lake. Jesus had compassion for them and healed the sick among them and asked his disciples to give them something to eat. But they had only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. Jesus was not concerned about the lack of sufficient food. He told his disciples to share what they had with the people. And surprisingly for his disciples, Jesus multiplied the 5 loaves and 2 fishes so that everyone was fed, and there were still 12 baskets of food remaining when the disciples picked up the leftovers. In our own world today, there are still many people who live without sufficient food due to their living in poverty. The message of this gospel calls us to be aware that there are more people in this world who live in poverty than in prosperity. This gospel calls us to be followers of Jesus by being compassionate and generous instruments in his hands, and to strive to be aware and aid those in need.